cable assisted high oblique sit to low oblique sit. I'll give you a bit of a rundown face on as to what we're trying to do, because once we get to the cable involved, I'll be back to. We're going to start in a low oblique position, particularly if we're using cable assistance here, just to really sort of establish the contacts that we want in this exercise. And then we're really holding on to them as we move up into the high oblique sit, and then the same ones we're going to try and capture as we come back down into it. So with our low oblique sit, we want to ensure that we've got some bony contacts in the thigh. If I find the outside of my thigh run down towards my hip, you'll find a bony prominence at the top called your greater trochanter. We want to make sure that's one bony contact we've got. If I run down the outside of the thigh towards my knee, there's another bony prominence at the bottom there. We want to ensure that that's the other bony contact we've got from a thigh perspective. From a forearm perspective, or a hand, an arm perspective, inside of the elbow, bony prominence at the outside aspect of your palm, and then at the base of your thumb, if you were to grab something like a pen, where you make contact with it at the base of the thumb is the other bony contact we want to have. So the low oblique sit itself will look like something to this effect, where we've got our forearm and thigh parallel. I've got those bony contacts we were establishing, so I'll play around with sort of twisted or axial skeleton to make sure that I'm in a position where I can get those. I'm going to open up my top knee as far as I'm able to, where I can maintain these bony contacts. And then depending on sort of how we go with it, you can use your left arm in certain ways. In this case, we're going to be holding onto a cable that is going to be pulling us upwards. Now, as it pulls us upwards, we're going to go with that to try and push up and away, and really sort of encourage this reaching action as I do so. And then I'm going to try and lower back down nice and slowly, and find that inside of the elbow as my first contact as I come back down. The other contacts that I've got between thigh and hand, I'm going to try and hold on to those throughout. So with my back to you, the way that's going to look is that, probably going to be too far away. I'm going to get into my low oblique sit. I'm going to find my bony contacts. I've got a nice long reach with this left arm, and then it's going to help pull me up. And I'm going to try and push myself nice and long. What I'll sort of find out is as this pulls me long, I'm going to actually use my right arm to try and sort of push or turn my thorax back. And then I'm going to slowly lower back down to try and find the inside of my elbow. Now, as I bring some breathing into this, I'm going to breathe in at the bottom, breathe out as I push up, breathe in as I try and let my left arm pull long in this case, and push my right arm long. Breathe out as I lower back down. And repeat.